Hello, hello. Okay, guys, sorry about the delay, but now we're back for research for the security news, what you've all come for. Totally. All right. If you're interested in presenting, presentations.ritsec.club. There's still slots this semester. There's like there are some. There's not a ton, but if you're interested, definitely sign up. If you want ideas, ideas.ritsec.club. Free prizes, as you've probably been seeing people get. So if you're interested, I definitely recommend it. Same with blogging. If you're interested in blogging, fill out that form. You'll get some points as well, which will give you prizes. All right, just some announcements. If you haven't signed in already, please sign in. Make sure to join the Discord, check the calendar, and join the mailing list if you haven't already. And follow our social medias. Now, everyone, clap it up for the sponsors. Thank you. All right, IRSEC Blue Team signups. If you're interested in being on Blue Team, make sure to sign up. Beginner competition. You can see the workshops on there. Definitely recommend it if you haven't already. If you have any concerns, I definitely recommend signing up. It's a lot of fun. If you did a co-op this summer, fill out this form. Tell us about it. We want to, get some statistics for our sponsors. Be able to tell them like that this is where our members are going. Talk about what we're doing as students. And if you're interested in going on a Letchworth trip, that's September 27th from 10 to 4. What the heck was that? And I definitely recommend signing up if you're interested. It's a lot of fun. Go outside, touch some grass. Yes. The question is, will there be rides? So we'll have a system for like, if you have a car, you can offer up to give people rides. So we'll sort all of that out. So you don't need a car. All right. Some cybersecurity news. So first up, I'm going to be talking about NVIDIA and Intel partnering together and sort of their plan for developing some new products together. And then also Microsoft and Cloudflare disrupting this phishing as a service system, which they dubbed as Raccoon 0365. So to get into it, essentially NVIDIA invested like $5 billion into Intel stock at like $24 a share. So a pretty massive investment. And essentially they're working together for this like joint development of products, both for commercial and personal use. So that's obviously for like data center, graphics cards, stuff like that, but also for personal use. And so they're like essentially like discussing about integrating both of their hardware with like NVIDIA's AI. NVIDIA talking about using like their NVLink, which will tie in their like AI accelerated computing stuff and Intel's x86 ecosystem. So it's a pretty massive investment from NVIDIA, but hopefully something actually useful will come out of it and some good products. It's hard to know, but fingers crossed. Second up, Microsoft and Cloudflare disrupting this phishing as a service system. So if you don't know what phishing as a service is, it's essentially a group that known as Storm 2246. They created this platform where users could essentially sign up, subscription based, of course, as everything is, to get access to these phishing tools to be able to target companies and stuff. And so they made around 100,000, according to Microsoft, as a guesstimate, probably more than that, through like the subscription model, and it targeted. I think it was around like 240 companies, 20 more than 20 healthcare providers. So pretty massive thing. And it was also led by Microsoft's Digital Crimes Unit and Cloudflare's CloudForce One. And I found this kind of interesting because, I mean, it was only a few weeks ago that NPM was hit as a result of phishing, and it was Cloudflare's CloudForce One, which is like their cybersecurity investigation unit, getting involved and stopping them. So it was around like 340-ish sites and accounts were taken down by Microsoft and Cloudflare following the seizure of it. And apparently it was like around 5,000 or more credentials were stolen as a result of this platform. The leader was identified as Joshua Ogundipe. I'm not sure you say that, in Nigeria. So big on Microsoft and Cloudflare for actually doing something about this. But yeah, I find it really interesting that we keep seeing phishing as a pretty constant theme every single week of how people are breaching stuff. So, all right, there's my sources, and without further ado, Adam Levin presenting on how a CPU accesses memory, an intro to physical memory maps.